Malcolm Garvey, Huey.
It's Gangsta
Malcolm
Grills,
Garvey,
G's
Huey.
back, Grills,
They
G's
life
back.
is like a movie.
Free
I die, I organize. Everything I do's revolutionize. I build what's good for the whole damn hood. Study G's like these, really think you should.
Look, man, Checkmate 007 coming back at you with a mission. Okay, now we're finally finna get into this video here, right? The black retirement crisis. Since nobody want to talk about it, is the biggest issue in our community, and I guess I'm gonna have to be the one to tackle it. You know what I'm saying? I saw Kevin Samuels touch on it. I'm finna fill in the rest of the details. Shout out to my man Anton. Check his page out. Now, let's get started here, right? Winter is coming. Okay? We Game of Thrones in there right now. Winter is coming, and you guys are acting like Jon Snow back in Winterfell. You are lost, don't know what you're doing. Winter's coming, and I don't see no dragons in sight to help you with this fight. Now, with that being said, right, let's get right on into it. A lot of y'all parents finna be living with y'all. A lot of y'all grandparents finna be living with y'all. A lot of y'all parents finna live with y'all. It's looking real ugly, man. Like real oogly. Like it's really out there. The numbers are terrible and not in your favor. Now, before I start scaring you some more with some of this it stuff, let's get down to business. The average black family only has $20,000 for savings, for retirement savings. Hey, to break it to you, even on the low end, the target amount is $1 million. Middle class is 2.5, and upper class is $5 million just for retirement. Okay, this is not pretty. In fact, can't no one in the country really afford to retire. But we're focused on black people here. Like for people like between 50 and 70, the average investment account savings is about $200,000 to $250,000. And if you like me, and you're part of my generation, okay, you got more problems. As a 90s baby, we're gonna start with 90s, because that's what I was born. And man, it's not looking pretty. I remember $100 used to be $100, right? Going to put it out, make sure you're gonna get the picture. $100 used to be $100, right? And you remember when the Benjamin came out, everybody felt like they were the man. Now in 2021, it takes $206.62 to equal that same 100 back in 1990. Let me pull that out, let's look at it. Right? Ridiculous. Money has lost a little more than half its value since I've been born. So I'm giving you all the reality of it. It's not pretty. And I have at least another 32 years before retirement. Now, and that is a 48.4% is what it's worth. It ain't even worth half of what it used to be. Now, let's go back to 1990 minimum wage. It was $3.80. So y'all talking about that $15 an hour? It had only been worth $7.26 back in 1990. That's 1.91%. I'm sorry, that's 1.91 times minimum wage. So at the end of the day, $15 is only 2 times the minimum wage. At the end of the day, you're still not making it. Because at the end of the day, average rent in a country for a 2-bedroom is $1,180 roughly. And the average rent, period, is $1,471. Hey, to break it to you, on $15, you might be clearing $2,200. So your rent is still clearing more than half your income. How are you going to make it through this life single is beyond me. How are you going to be able to afford to retire is just ridiculous. So let's keep it going. 40% of Americans would struggle covering an emergency unexpected expense. 40% would struggle. So that means 40% of y'all can't even prepare for retirement. Because you will struggle with $400. Let's do it again. Put out another one, $400. Are we serious? We gotta get serious, man. And 21% of y'all don't even have a savings for emergencies. So you in the church praying every Sunday, Lord, don't let nothing happen. Yeah, it's just that ugly. It's just ugly, man. It's not looking pretty. Pay attention. We're getting into this. So let me ask you a question, because everybody loves the idea of being a millionaire. Okay, I'm 30 now, right? Let's say you had to put $500 up a month. $500. I know it's a big number for you, but $500, right? You're gonna buy another one. $500. Do you know how long it'll take you if you could save this every single month? At 8%. Average market rate, 8%. Not under the mattress, not in the closet in the shoebox. in the market, 8%. Don't touch it. Every month it'll take you 33 years. So I would be at 63 if I started in January. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. I want to talk to me. This is why this is a mission. DEFCON 5 critical. Let me give you a simple analogy. There were 3 little pigs, and Big Bad Retirement Wolf came. Blew the first pig house down, because it was made of straw. Nothing in the savings. Then you came along with sticks. It held up just a little bit till that fire came. And then at the end of the day, you got the one made of brick. And that used to be the grandparents. But our grandparents ain't got it. And I'm talking to the majority of us. You know what make it even worse? We have in the first generation of Section 8 parents getting ready to head into retirement age. Oh, y'all ain't talking to me. If you were like I was raised off government assistance from a single parent, oh, you know they can't afford to retire. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, we need to get for real. All this hooping and hollering, jumping around and being emotional ain't helping us. We need to get to the facts. The fact is, retirement is looking ugly for the entire country. But black folks, you ain't got too much celebrating to be doing. Progress has to be made. We're not stopping here. We just getting started. I said I was going to tell y'all how it was a crisis. I said the average people have 250,000. Right? That ain't the black community. We at 20. Spanish is a little worse, like 18, 16. Now, with that being said, there's a 4% rule for retirement where you should only take out 4% of what your actual portfolio is to support yourself. $100, you only get 4 a year. Ugly. So with that being said, at $1 million, that would only be 40,000. At 1.5, 60, 280, 2.5, 100, 3, 120. And this is 1,000 a year. 3.5 million is 140,000 a year. 4 million is 160,000 a year. And 4.5 is 180,000. And 5 million to get you to 200,000. Now this is the kicker. I'm 30 years old, and 30 years money has lost half its value. In 30 more years, what's to say don't lose more than half its value again? So even if I had 5 million at the age of 60 plus, it'll only go back down to 100,000. So even 5 million is looking suspect. Because we don't know how bad inflation is going to be for the years coming. Taxes lingering over the hill, they just keep kicking it down. Not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. Now, this is bad. Okay, so like I was saying before, we have to get more serious about preparing for retirement. Because we have the Section 8 generation coming, a lot of parents staying with parents. And on top of that, it slipped my mind. Social Security is not going to be there. And I'm going to tell you the exact reason why it's not going to be there. I don't know why everybody beating around the bush, because they really don't want to alarm our generation, because we have all the voting power. The reason why Social Security will not be there, because you have to be able to tax a livable wage to support a livable wage. And since our generation is making nothing, they can't tax nothing. So therefore they can't support nothing going forward. So it's only a matter of time before that well runs dry. You're going to see the first generation of homeless women elders. Get that. You're going to see homeless women on the street in masses. Unless there's a drastic change coming, and these stimulus is not helping. They're just making it worse. I understand the predicament everybody in. I'm telling you, long term, it's just ugly. With the inflation rising and the national debt and the taxes just being kicked down, do what you can best for you. I would definitely tell you to look at the international options. But this is a crisis. One you need to get serious about. 9 times out of 10, I will not retire in the States. That's just me. I'm a businessman, foremost and all. Now, with that being said, man, I'm glad to be back. You know, I graduated. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself a little bit. I ain't used to handling money no more, so all I carry is cards. I passed the PMP, International Project Manager. This is the book I use. I'm gonna making a video. I have a lot of foreign brothers reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I'm gonna definitely get them all the materials and steps I did to pass the PMP. I didn't read the books when I passed. I primarily did the course, the exams. Failed every exam, still knocked the test out of the park. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely gonna do the PMP video, let you know how I did it, and how well it's going for me. But with that being said, man, more content to come. Check me out, Checkmate 007 on YouTube, Checkmate 007 on Instagram, and you might be able to catch me on Facebook under the same name. I'm not that responsive. But I'm gonna be doing portfolios. I'm gonna be doing portfolio management basics. I'm gonna be doing some diversification. Start getting into some of the nitty-gritty of these things to make you understand what you're doing. This grassroots financial lessons will not be using any big words. This is very important for the youth to get, for us to go forward and create a better financial legacy in the black community. But man, Checkmate 007 out.
I die, I organize. Everything I do's revolutionize. I build what's good for the whole damn hood. Study G.